Well guys, it has arrived. In the last day or so, the long-awaited Garden Warfare 2 anti-cheat update went live. It's a bit of a controversial update. While it aims to address the cheating and hacking that has been plaguing the game for many months now, it also means Garden Warfare 2 modding will be affected, and those who use mods responsibly may no longer be able to use them. Over in the EA Discord server, we got an update from Braddock512, a community manager who has been keeping us up to date around the anti-cheat implementation. On March 7th, 2024, we'll be deploying the anti-cheat update for Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 for PC. And then there's a link to the article we talked about a couple of weeks ago. Braddock also says that once the anti-cheat has been implemented successfully, they will give us a heads up and all clear to jump in and get gaming once again. This is important to note for the later information in this video, as we are yet to receive this all clear message. Now, while this sounded all well and good, when the update went live, it wasn't long before Breakfast Brains 2 dropped a bombshell in the Garden Warfare 2 modding server. Well, I say a bombshell, but let's be honest, previous updates to Garden Warfare 2 haven't exactly been smooth sailing. Anyway, so despite the promises of this anti-cheat update, according to Breakfast Brains, it has done absolutely nothing. Apparently, skids and cheaters are still running wild in the game, which is precisely the news we don't want to hear. And it gets worse. Not only are cheaters still causing chaos, but there are also reports of significant performance issues following the update. Players are experiencing performance decreases of between 20% up to 60%, making the game almost unplayable for some, as well as the game taking considerably longer to load up, around a minute or so depending on your system. All of this, of course, also means there's still a risk of getting banned, even for those playing fair. Breakfast Brains 2 issued a further warning advising players to avoid online gameplay if they want to steer clear of potential bans. The only little ray of light on this situation currently is, as I mentioned earlier, we have yet to get an all clear from EA, so in theory that means they are still working on it and hopefully getting it to work properly without negatively affecting players and the game's performance. So let's park that absolute mess for now and move on to talking about what this anti-cheat update means for the modding community. While the update hasn't done anything to prevent cheaters at this current moment in time, it has caused an inconvenience for both them and for responsible mod users out there. In this new version of the game, it is impossible for mods to work. This is because of something called CryptBase, which allows mods to work or run. This can no longer be present in your game files. The game will not work if this is detected. However, while I won't go into detail in this video, the workaround is pretty simple, but it is this precise reason the anti-cheat has done nothing essentially. So as it stands, not all is lost on the modding front, but the same can be said that the hacking and the cheating is still going on. So the future for modding is still very uncertain. I'm sure various members of the modding community are looking at ways that we can still use mods in the future. I imagine if they continue to work, they will only work offline, but essentially that's what we want really, modding to still be available, but preventing players from using them online and ruining the experience for those who want to play the game as the devs intended. I mean, what we really want would be some custom servers where mods could be used, like the Titanfall North Star, but whether that will ever happen, I don't know. But anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. Let me know what you think of the ongoing anti-cheat drama in the comments below. But other than that, remember to like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye. Bye.